Hello, thank you for joining me. My name is Amber Moore, and you're watching Real Boys Talk. And this episode is about image. As many of you know, we have a series that's going on that covers, uh, when it comes to Real Boys Talk, it's a series of unpack or pack and packing your parachute. We started out with an intro, we did health. We had Demetra Franklin on that was telling us about how to make sure that we keep our bodies very healthy and the myths that we've all heard and things that we believe that aren't really true, right? So we're going to go ahead and start some things today. Make sure that we get a couple of things going. I got to do a little housekeeping real quick. Forgive me for what I'm about to do. So here we go. So, welcome to Real Boys Talk. We are going to have a conversation, and I'm actually going to talk to you about image. Today, image is a major thing, especially for studs, because right now we are working very hard to be more seen. And the way we're presented has to be a certain type of way. It has to be dictated that it's our narrative. It has to be from us, especially when it comes to African Americans. This is too much light for me. I hope y'all don't mind. I'm kind of woo, there we go. So what we're looking at right now is when I talk about image, I'm looking at the fact of not just your outer, but your inside tells something as well when you're out there. So if you aren't wearing the right things, it's going to show. There's this ongoing kind of like joke that films have been saying about studs is that we have one sports bra. They always see that one black with the Nike swoop, sports bra. It's not true because many of us are like, our girlfriends or our wives or people that we've had in our past. We like to have nice things as well. So of course, that's an inside thing that affects the outside. Okay, not just so much that we keep our body healthy, having good skin, taking care of your skin. A lot of us look like we ain't had lotion since lotion had lotion, and that's not good. It's not healthy for your skin. So you do have to always look at those things as well, in the fact of what exactly is my image saying about me. Because think about it, you can't go into certain places with a certain image and think that you're going to get a certain and a particular reaction. Let me give you an example. If you're going in for a job interview and you are not dressed business attire, whatever that business attire is, there's less likely they're going to hire you or even give you the opportunity to be heard, right? So when I say that, but you must also know, as a masculine identified, I myself have had these issues where I've literally gone to an interview, suit, well tailored, nice tie, nice crispy shirt, nice dress shoes, the whole nine. It is male, from the male side of the fashion. Okay. But I've gone and I've had doors. Of course, doors are going to close because my name being Amber Moore, who are you looking for? You're looking for probably a 5'2", 5'5" white female with blonde hair, blue eyes. And when you call my name, I step out and I'm very masculine. That means that I have to recognize that my image, what I think, I go, oh, I like this image that I project. That also has to be understood that they might not like that image. They might not be comfortable in that image. And not that you are to change. Let me make sure you understand what I'm saying. Not that you change who you are and your image when you're going to do something for someone else. Never change what your image is for someone else. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is recognize that when you're going, especially when it comes to a job, you're going into their environment. And yes, you're presenting you. So you must understand that you're going to close some doors. So that means you, as we all know, as African Americans, we've been told this all our lives. If you want half of what they got, you got to work 20 times harder. Well, guess what? Now that you're not just a you're black, you're a female, and you're masculine identified. Now you must work 50 to 65 times harder to make sure that when you bring the image, you bring the noise behind it. Okay. So what I mean by that also means that know your stuff. Your image is based off of also what comes out your mouth. They have said, studies have proven this, and I totally believe it because I do it as well, is People who use cuss words or profanity are highly intelligent. I believe that. Plus, we're less likely to live with a lot of stress. You know why? Because we're willing to say what the fuck we want to say. There you go. Now, also, you must understand there's a place and time for that, correct? I'm not going to sit here when I'm trying to get a job with the CEO or someone of that nature and steadily cussing. No, but I will articulate my point of what I'm trying to say so that he or she understands. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. But also remember that's part of your image. Image is also not just, like I said, not what you're putting on that I see, but it's what you're putting on underneath. Right. So let's make sure, guys, that we go get those sports bras, spend a little change on your underwear. If you are one of those people, and I'm going to say this, and it's strange to me, very strange to me, because I have not ever witnessed. I grew up with women. My mother's a woman, my granny. These are the women who taught me how to be a woman. Okay. When it comes to that time of the month, briefs are not going to work for you. Do what you have to do. You are still a woman. I don't know how much we have to say that. There are no rules. Let me go ahead and put this out there. There are no rules to being a stud. There's no rules to being a masculine identified gay female. None whatsoever. What rules we do have is, one, take care of that feminine body. Because if you don't take care of this body, this is the only body you get. If you don't take care of it, it will break down. Okay? It will definitely break down on you. And that's something that you don't want. Okay. You do not want you don't want your body to be unhealthy, because if your body's unhealthy, your image is not going to be seen. Okay. Let's just be real about it. If you are overweight, now let me say this. If you're heavy and you need to still be working. What I mean by that is you need to be walking. You need to be drinking plenty of water. Make sure you're not hydrated. It's nothing wrong. If you're happy with your frame and your weight size, who am I to say anything different? Nope. But what I will tell you is that you can eliminate some of these health distresses that you might be encountering if we were to trim some of the weight. It's okay to be a thick teddy bear. Let me just say that right now. I got some weight on me right now that I got to get rid of. Okay. So I understand that. All right. Give me one moment, guys. So as I was saying, it's okay if you're a big person. And I'm not gonna knock, but what I am gonna ask you to do is several things. If you have weight on you, take an assessment. Is it harder for you to put your shoes and socks on? Is it harder for you to be active? Is it harder for you to breathe? All of these things, you can change any of those things just like that. Start walking, change, and that will change your image. That will change your attitude. That will change how you see yourself. A lot of us are suffering right now with depression. Let's be real. Depression affects your image. Okay. I might not like my job, but I go to it. I do the job. I get the pay. I come home. I'm pissed. I'm depressed. I'm not happy. I might not be happy with my relationship. I'm in it. I've been in it for so long. I'm going to stay in it. Those are things that we have to look at that affect also our mental, our physical health, and the image. Okay. An image that you tell the world who you are with your image. Your image, when you walk in a room, your image has just told me who you are, what you're willing to deal with, what you're not willing to deal with, what you can deal with, and what you're not able to deal with. Okay. If I walk in there with, I don't know, if I walk in and my image, I'm only 5'1". So if I walk in there with all this, a lot of checkerboard on and a lot of different colors and all that, I get shorter and shorter. Okay. If I have stripes, that's a length. That's giving me length. That's giving me height. Understand that as a short person, I really shouldn't wear vests. I love vests. Okay. I love them. But as a short person, I have to be very careful how I wear it. Plus, also, I'm a little heavy top right now. And what I mean by for me, that means I've gained some, I put some weight on because I kind of lost a little bit of the heaviness. Because as we lose weight, please understand your chest, your boobs, your breast will lose weight with you as well. So now I got a little bit of breast, a little bit more breast than I had, and I got a little stomach. My COVIDness, I've been fighting it for 2 years, and now it showed up and beat my ass. So now I got to get back in the gym and get back working out, which is what I'm doing. It is nothing wrong with you walking every day. Be healthy. It's okay to be big, but be healthy if you're going to be big. That way, when you wear your clothes, here's another thing. You can be depressed and put on an outfit, and that outfit looks so good on you. You be like, oh, I'm feeling this. I look good. Shit, let me dust me off a little bit. And you feel good. It will bring you out of that. That is part of what is your image. What are you trying to say? When we unpacked our parachute, which you're supposed to do at the end of every year, and then we start looking at what we're missing and what we need to put back in. And what we're missing dictates, like if we're missing some things, you can always, especially with image, change your image. I did. Let me tell you what I did before. When COVID hit in 2020, I cleaned out my closet. I had jeans, I had pants, I had shirts. They were big, too big. They were, all this. I said, I'm not wearing this. I'm gonna get down to where I can wear a large, and I'm gonna wear this large, and I'm gonna be able to wear certain size pants, and I'm gonna wear this, and I'm gonna get this. And I changed my whole wardrobe in terms of the size. Cause I was like, I don't want no big clothes because I'm not gonna be a big person no more. I'm gonna lose this weight. And I did that. Bought some new stuff now to put a little bit of weight on. Now I got to go back and because I stopped, got lazy, because it happens. We get lazy. I'm like, okay, I started doing a lot more stuff, but I wasn't still keeping my workout regimen and still going and doing what I had to do in terms of the cast show that I'm on, reality show Women in the Life Atlanta, that doing those, I'm ripping and running doing that, but I wasn't still keeping that regimen of working out. Okay. And even when I got on with Stud Model, I've had to come back and look at some things and realize, oh, wait a minute, I got to keep that image up because I want to look a certain way when I take my photos. That's what I'm working on now. So I will be back out there again come end of February because I'm doing my thing. Image is you looking at your wardrobe. I decided so I'm gonna give this to Sebastian. If you know who Sebastian Smith, amazing young man. He is very much the transgender health professional. Okay, that is what he does. Well, over Pride, I saw this outfit he had on. It was the green jacket with a black t-shirt underneath, and he had the green and black plaid pants, and the shoes was like killing me. And I said, "Can I steal that outfit?" I loved that look. And he was like, "No, go ahead." He goes, go ahead, you steal." Oh, okay. And what I ended up doing was I didn't actually steal that particular them colors. Nope. But what I did do was I went and got those pants. I like those kind of pants, that what I call golf pants. I love those. So I went and I said, I'm gonna add that to my wardrobe because I am your traditional person. For me, my image is very plain, very classic, very clean. I will put on a pair of khakis, a button down, and I'm good to go. And some nice dress shoes. I decided, no, I want to step out there a little bit more. I've looked at some things. There's some shoes that I'm about to go kind of tap on a little bit. But those are things that you look at. So as I go through this whole process with you all, I also want you to know that I am going to talk about cologne, jewelry. I'm going to talk about sunglasses. I'm going to talk about hats. I'm going to talk about accessories on your image. But please understand, image is what I want to say to the world. What I want to say to the world? Me, I'm letting you know I'm fun size, I'm sexy, I'm clean, and I have confidence. I'm going to give you that. When I go somewhere, I'm going to give you that. I might not open my mouth because I am shy. That's the other thing. And people don't realize that. People who know me go, you cannot be shy. Yes. Yes, I am. I am a shy person. All right. So me being a shy person, I have to make sure that I give you a good image, right? And that my image does speak for me. And when I feel like I'm gonna give you colors. I love colors. I love to match my hat. As you can see, my shirt. I've pulled out that orange, put it on, and I'm right now I have on some sweatpants. So because I'm at home, I'm casual. If I was out, I might have on some jeans and a pair of Timbs. That I'm gonna give you because that's a casual look and it's clean. I mean, you can't fuck that up, right? The other thing I'm gonna let you know about your image is dental care, skin care, eye care, hearing care. Those things you need to make sure you're always working on because image is all about that. Okay. If it's something that you can correct in terms of teeth, like for example, Smile Club, I actually am one of those people. I am a customer of Smile Club. I wore braces from I think from the time I was 10 until I was like 13. And then as I got older, my gap started opening up so much more. Well, I'm still working on it, as you can see, and I'm still working on down here. So, but I went to when COVID hit, COVID allowed me to sit down and realize I don't need to reinvent myself anymore. But what I do need to do is look at the tools that I have, right? And when you start looking at the tools that you have around you, you start realizing, oh, wait a minute, I don't need to reinvent myself. I need to use what I got to get what I want, but in a different way, in a better way. So I started looking at it and I said, I want to start my goal as COVID hit and I had to reassess and look at myself. It was, what do I want? What does my future look like? My image, what image am I trying to put out there? I want to be a speaker. I want to talk more. I want to share more knowledge. I want to give people food for thought. I want to teach them something. I want to give what people have given to me, I want to give to you. And that let me know, wait a minute, if I'm going to talk about it, guess what? You do have to be about it, right? So that means I got to make sure my haircut is on point. The reason, I mean, or, for real, when you think about that. If you got locks, make sure your locks look good all the time. You want people to say, damn, that such and such always had their locks on point. You want them to say, damn, such and such always had that fresh haircut. Every time I see her cut be clean as a button. Those are things that about your image people will recognize. It's the little things. It ain't that you wearing Gucci. No, it's not, and I'm gonna say this, name brand doesn't always be your image. Name brand is not always going to be your image. I'm gonna say it again. Name brand is not always gonna be your image. A lot of times you can take a simple outfit, the inexpensive outfit, and make it look like $1 million with the accessories that you put with it. We'll talk about that. Also, you got to look at some things. It's always, what is this saying about me to them? When I walk out and I have on a bunch of white and it doesn't look right on me because it's either too big, okay, or it's too tight, I have to be mindful of that. Don't wear these medium-sized shirts when you need to be in a large or extra large, guys. Come on. Be comfortable. Don't be tight in the clothes. We see that. Then if I see that, it don't matter that you got on a Gucci nothing. It's not going to even matter if you wearing Versace underwear. No one cares. Now, if you do it because that's your thing, that's your money. But when it comes down to it, a lot of times you're not wearing the right size or you're not wearing it right will affect the image and what you're trying to say about yourself. You want to make sure. Let me tell you something else. And this is something I've heard films. This is stuff I'm hearing from films. Okay. This is what I'm hearing from films. Films are saying, one, these studs only got one sports bra. These studs ain't got no, they wearing the same underwear for the same, all week. They ain't got but 3 pairs. These studs don't bathe enough. They don't take a bath. They don't wash enough. They don't realize they girls. We are still women. Okay. We need to make sure that we need to make sure that we are taking care of that feminine body, because I'm going to be real with you. You do not take care of your feminine body, you cannot be masculine identified, because your body is going to break down. You're going to have eczema. You're going to have bad skin. You're going to be smell. That's a big thing. That was the other thing these films talk about. These studs be out here, they just be stinking. They be smelling bad. I'm going to tell you some tricks about that as well when we talk about cologne and accessories. But understand everything that, like, and I'm going to be real with you. Some of these body washes are not for you. Okay. Irish Spring, old, what's that called? Old Spice. All of that is not always for us. And us, I mean masculine identified. Yeah, you want to go down the aisle and you don't want to be the perfume, you don't want to get the perfume stuff. That's fine. Sometimes the simplest shit, you just want to make sure your ass is clean. Let's just be real, okay? And you got to be mindful that it will break you out. Some of these things that we think are what we need in our life are not those things. Okay. But be mindful of the body wash that you use, because you want to always smell good. I'm like this. I don't know nobody around me that does not wash a minimum of at least twice a day. Majority of my friends and my bros and the women, feminine women, straight women, the gay women, the masculine women, they at least washing twice a day, because they go to the gym, they go work out, they go work out after work, or that kind of thing, or before work, whatever it is. They have to. Ain't nobody going to the gym and then going straight to work. No. And if you doing it, stop. Get you, and my uncle used to call it a hoe bag. Get you a hoe bag, put it in your car. It should have in there a pair of underwear, a t-shirt, an extra sports bra, some deodorant, a toothbrush, toothpaste. It should have a brush to brush your hair. If you don't have locks, you got shortcut, you need to have a brush in there. If you wear contacts, it needs to have a contact case and some solution. You need to have an extra pair of glasses in there just in case. If you decide to take contacts out, you got glasses. You should have lotion in that bad boy. You should have facial lotion and facial cream, two different things, people. That you don't always put the lotion. You put the lotion on the body, don't mean you might use that same stuff on your face. Then again, you might find something else that you'd rather use on your face. That is me. We're gonna talk about that later on in the episode. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is that your personal hygiene is also your image. It dictates your image. If you walk into a room and you funky, I don't care what you got on. You could be clean. Your shit could be the best outfit you have ever worn. But if you are funky, you didn't wash your ass, it does not matter, because you are a woman. You are still a woman. And from the waist down, we still have to make sure that is taken care of. Now, I don't know about the honey pot, but if that's something you think you need in your life, by all means, it don't make you less of a stud for you to do those things. Do what you need to do. Get you your own little regimen. Get you your own little routine, skincare routine. Get you one. I've got one. All right. I've got one. If you feel like you need to do a little whitening in the teeth, which I am actually going to be doing pretty soon, I do want to look into that. Then by all means do that. I drink a lot of coffee. That's why I say that. If you smoke, here's another thing. If you smoke, I don't know many people who smoke cigarettes no more, but if you're smoking herbal substances, okay, if you're smoking cannabis, whether legal or not legal, that ain't my business. But if you're smoking cannabis, be mindful of your lips. Because from my understanding, it changes the colors. It'll make you have dark lips. That's how people know that you smoke. You should also never smell like what you're smoking, ladies. No. You should be, if you are a good smoker, you should be able to smoke what you smoke and nobody know it. Okay. And what I mean by that is you can't smell it on me. I'm not stuck in my house. I'm not hotboxing in my car trying to let you smell me, because that is a no. That is part of executing your image. If you look professional, but yet you walk in and I don't smell nothing but the weed, ain't nothing else you can say to me. I have gotten on the bus in the morning, riding MARTA here in Atlanta. Excuse me, my nose itching. I have gotten on the bus in Atlanta, okay, headed to wherever I was going, and the whole bus smelled like weed. I am so appalled because where I'm going, that is not what I need to smell like. Okay. I might be going to the rush center. I might be going to an appointment to meet somebody, talk to them about a check, them writing the donation to Real Boys Talk or to Atlanta Black Pride, or I'm going to a sponsorship meeting, or I'm going to sit with the city, or I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't need to smell like weed. Everybody on that bus that day smelled like weed. And I know people were like, they get to work and be like, it wasn't me. I was on the bus. And that's a sad thing. So think about that when you are projecting your image. Okay. A good thing, and people that I know have excellent understanding of image, are drag kings. In Atlanta, I don't know where you are, those of you who are watching this, but in Atlanta, our drag kings are on point. I being a former drag king, I was brought up with the knowledge. First of all, I had some of that knowledge already, but when I got into the family that I got with, I got some more. I got additional training. Okay, I got what you don't do, what you do, how you bring it. And it was always, we need to see your clothes. It was always, make sure your stuff iron, make sure your stuff is separate, make sure your stuff is in. I had, I would buy tennis shoes. I would buy white tennis shoes because I like white tennis shoes. I would buy one pair to perform in and one that I could wear anywhere and do whatever. And that's how it stays. So I always had this white pair of tennis shoes. That's what you want to do. If that's what you need to do, because you're like, hey, I really want to make sure that when I step out, I'm stepping out on this clean. Get you some tennis shoe cleaner. Okay. Take care of the things that you're getting. That is one of the ways that you will recognize, or let me say, that you will be able to build on your image. Okay. A lot of people, when they join fraternities or sororities, those kind of the Greek environment, you're going to learn about those things as well, in terms of how to dress, how to bring that noise, how to put that image out there, because each fraternity, each sorority has their own image, and that image is important, right? My fraternity has an image. I know a lot of these fraternities have images, right? Another thing, don't be like, right now, lips, they dry. Put the moisture on them. Don't hesitate. You know, ain't nothing wrong with this. I just want you all to understand that they're the little bitty things, earrings. If you got holes in your ears, make sure you wear your earrings. It's not a problem with that. If you putting what they call it, gates in them, I know that's probably not the right word. Or you're extending the hole, making it larger. By all means, rock who you are. That is the most important thing that I think people need to understand when it comes to image. And right now, I know that there is an argument happening between the older studs and the younger studs. Older studs saying what you can't do. There's nothing. There's no rules to this game, people. The only rule is be clean about it. Be healthy about it. Be confident in what you want your image to be when you walk out the door. Because as you know, your mom and dad have said it, because I know my mom and dad have said it. When you walk out that door, you representing me. That's what you want to always remember. Is that when I walk out the door, who did I leave behind? Who's watching me? Who am I representing? For me, I represent so many. So I have to remember I can't show out everywhere I want to show out. I might want to act a fool. I can't always act a fool. There's a place and time for everything. And sometimes I have to give you the very most professional side of me when I don't want to. Okay. And that's part of the image that I've built. That's part of the image that I sustain. And it is me. Okay. I know when to act the fool. I know when to have a good time. I know when to shoot the shit and talk all kinds of, and I'll tell you guys, like I talk mad shit. If you know me, you know what's bullshit and what's not. And that's how it is. But just remember this. Okay. And we're gonna go on. The next thing that I'm gonna talk about is gonna be skincare. Okay. So you get ready for the skincare episode. And I want you to understand image, having a healthy mind, okay? Having a healthy body, all right? Unpacking the bullshit. Remember, some of the shit that you had from last year is not your shit. Get it out now. Get it out your bag. Get out your parachute now. So when you pack your shit for 2022, we're looking at the image, because what you put in that bag is what's going to show on the image. So if you got somebody else's shit in that bag, you're going to be pretending to be somebody you're not. Or it's going to weigh you down and you're not going to be able to exude who you are. That's not what we want. We want you to be able to stand proud. We want you to be able to show your image. All right. Let's go talk about skincare. All right.